With the fifth pick in the 1998 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Vince Carter from the University of North Carolina.
And Corey Blunt made the
All right, here is Vince Carter with his first stop.
Stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
Oh, it did not.
It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
The ninth pick in the 2009 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select DeMar DeRozan from the University of Southern California.
DeRozan runs by, hammers it over to Gobert. DeMar DeRozan, 6 to go, got all the way to the ball. Oh, wow.
Lee ahead, DeRozan step.
DeRozan get.
Now, although their history, the Toronto Raptors haven't been much of a title contender, rather than one of the weakest teams in the Eastern Conference prior to the surge they've had over the last 5 years or so. So today we're going to be talking about the top 5 draft mistakes made by the Toronto Raptors.
With the second pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Marcus Camby from the University of Massachusetts.
Coming in number 5, we have Marcus Camby. Now, Marcus Camby was picked number 2 in the 1996 NBA Draft. Now, don't get me wrong, Marcus Camby is one hell of a player, especially in the defensive end of the hardwood. He led the league in blocks in 4 different seasons. He made 4 all-defensive squads, and he even won the Defensive Player of the Year award. But the Camby man only spent 2 full seasons at Canada despite being drafted 2nd overall by the Raptors. And what makes this mistake even bigger is the fact that the 1996 NBA draft is one of the most stacked drafts in NBA history. And the Raptors could have landed a franchise-chasing player like Ray Allen, Peja Stojakovic, Steve Nash, and Kobe Bryant. Now coming in number 4, we have Rafael Russo. Now back in 2004, the Raptors went with Rafael as the 8th pick and so-called defensive standout big man out of Brazil. That was only able to play in the league for about 3 seasons, 2 of them with Toronto. Over his brief NBA tenure, the Brazilian averages about 2.8 boards per game and averaging 2.8 points on 40% shooting. Also in this draft was loaded with tons of great role players that are still balling up to this day. Players with the likes of J.R. Smith, Jameer Nelson, Tony Allen, and Sasha Vujacic with Al Jefferson and Andre Iguodala being the best couple of players of the draft class drafted after Russo.
The 5th pick also goes to the Toronto Raptors.
Now coming in number 3, we have John DeBender. Now, the Raptors drafted Bender with the 5th pick back in 1999, just to immediately deal him to the Indiana Pacers in return for Antonio Davis. Gladly for them, they didn't miss him too much as a combo forward, was merely a rotation player for 8 seasons, posting averages of 5.5 points per game, under 3 boards per game, shooting 41% from the field.
With the 8th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Terrence Ross from the University of Washington.
Now coming in number 2, we have Terrence Ross. Now, he looked like a great offensive prospect when they got him with the 8th overall pick back in 2012, but his career took a major downfall after struggling to connect from distance and scoring with most of his buckets for drives, something that created a major spacing problem considering that he had to share touches with DeMar DeRozan. Now, after being demoted to a substitute role, Ross's career just never took off. He's not even part of the team anymore. Also, Toronto could have done better with the 8th pick that year, passing on players like Evan Fournier, Jay Crowder, Draymond Green, Will Barton, Chris Middleton, and Andre Drummond.
With the first pick in the 2006 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Andrea Bargnani.
Coming in number 1, we have Andre Bargnani. Now the Toronto Raptors were entitled to the first overall pick back in 2006, and they wasted that drastically by taking Andre Moriarty, a shooting big man out of Italy. That was supposed to be the second coming of Dirk Nowitzki, but merely averaged 14.3 points per game and under 5 boards, shooting 43% from the field over a 10-season span. Very bad number for a first overall pick. Also, that draft class was pretty much stacked with talent, and the Raptors could have just drafted Brandon Roy, Rudy Gay, Rajon Rondo, Kyle Lowry, or even LaMarcus Aldridge, instead of an injury-prone, slow, and unathletic center. So appreciate you guys for watching my video today. Make sure to leave a comment down below. If I missed anything, make sure to leave a like down below. And if you want to see me cover any other topic in the NBA, make sure to leave that down below in the comment section. And thank you for watching NBA Daily.